Chronic pain has been a constant companion to me since I got sick. And if you're watching this, I'm guessing that you too know what it's like. The way that the pain can become your whole world, like a black hole that just sucks everything into it. When my pain first showed up, I went to my doctor. I told her every place it hurt, every sensation, what it felt like. I told her, this isn't going away. And she looked at me and said, well, your infections are gone, so you're fine. Just go back to your life. Ha! Needless to say, I could not go back to my life because the pain was still there. And for a long time, I did what I think many of us do before we understand what's happening. I just kind of kept waiting for it to go away. I was just trying to ignore it and let it pass. Well, it wasn't passing. So then I thought, oh, well, I'll try to positive affirmation it away. That didn't work either. But here's what I noticed: ignoring and denying my pain just made it louder. So finally, I tried something different. Through a lot of trial and error and frustration and fear and tears, I reached a point where I thought, what if I stopped fighting my body and started listening to it instead? What if I can just let the pain belong? Which, if you've watched any of my other videos, you know this is something that I believe is essential to getting through challenges and just being a human in general, letting it all belong. So I tried treating my pain less like an enemy and more like a companion that was just there. I softened into it. I got curious about why it was there and what it was trying to tell me. And that shift, just changing the way that I was talking to my body and to my pain, made such a hugely profound difference in how I felt and in my healing. So today, I want to share with you 5 of the ways that now I know to talk to my body and to my pain. These are not steps. This isn't a prescription. They're just a group of tools that I found to be so incredibly helpful to me in my own healing, in my own chronic pain journey, that I come back to again and again and again. I use them interchangeably. Some days one works better than another. Sometimes I use several in a day. So just try what feels right to you. Switch it up. Come back if or when you need a new tool to try, and leave the rest. Before I dive in, I do want to say one thing. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist. Please always talk to a qualified medical professional regarding your health concerns. Because what I am is someone who has lived inside of chronic pain and found her way into a different relationship with it. Everything I share here, it comes from my own experience and from the books and the teachers that have helped me make sense of it. This is stuff that I've tried and I've used. Speaking of books, by the way, I'm going to link the 3 books that have helped me the most in my chronic pain journey in the description below. Okay, let's get into it. Tool 1. The first tool is something that I started doing without even having a name for it until recently. I just called it talking to my pain. Turns out it does actually have an official name. It's called somatic body dialogue. And it's been practiced and studied for a long time. Who knew? Here's what it looks like for me. When I feel pain somewhere in my body, I stop, I put my hand on that place, I close my eyes, and I take a breath so I can slow myself down. And then I ask, either out loud or in my head, it doesn't matter, what are you trying to tell me, body? What do you need? And then I listen. Not with my head or my busy thinking brain, with my body. And this is an important distinction because your mind is going to want to jump in with answers and with logic and with fear, but that's not what we're doing here. What we're doing is just trying to listen to what's underneath the thinking and all the busy mind chatter. So we're listening for whatever comes up for your body. Sometimes it's a sensation or an image or a feeling or a word. We're just listening and staying open. For me, sometimes my body has a message for me. Like sometimes it tells me that I need to rest or eat a nourishing meal or move a little bit, go for a walk. Sometimes it tells me that I need to be brave or say a hard truth out loud or that I'm clinging too tight and that I need to let go and relax. This is often actually. And sometimes it just needs to be acknowledged and to know that I hear it, which this is something very surprising that I've learned about pain. My pain is how it can be there just because it wants to be heard. And when it does, I will respond to it. I'll say, I hear you, body. I'm here. I hear you. So this is one tool. Give it a try. Hands on the place that hurts. Get quiet and ask your body, what are you trying to tell me? What do you need? And then just listen. Tool 2. The second tool comes from a book called The Way Out, which I will link to below. And The Way Out, this book, it introduced me to an idea that kind of blew my mind at first. It said, fear is fuel for pain. So the research in the book showed that when we respond to pain with fear, we're sending a signal to our nervous system that we are in danger. And that signal keeps the pain alive. So fear of the pain itself is what keeps the pain alive. Yeah. The way the brain processes it, the harder that we try to get rid of our pain, the more we reinforce that it's dangerous. And then the more that it sticks around because our fear tells it, yes, this is dangerous. You should be afraid. So the practice here is called somatic tracking. And it's kind of the opposite of what instinctively I think all of us want to do, because what it teaches is that instead of bracing against the pain, we just observe it with a lightness, with a curiosity, and with self compassion. Like someone looking at something interesting that's very neutral, not like someone who's terrified of what they're seeing. You're kind of detached from it. So you describe the physical sensation with adjectives. Just think, what does this sensation itself feel like? Is it sharp, dull, hot, throbbing? You're not trying to make it go away. You're just observing it and then naming the sensations simply as sensations rather as threats. Again, just keep it super neutral. So after you do this, then you send your body messages of safety. This is temporary. I'm going to be okay. My body is safe. You can find the words that feel right to you. I realize this feels counterintuitive. And when I first tried it myself, I also wasn't so sure. But what I found was that when I stopped treating my pain like an emergency, my whole nervous system started to settle. And when my nervous system settled, the pain had less power. So that's the whole point of it. So next time you feel a pain flare, try getting curious, describe what you feel, and correct your fear thoughts with messages of safety. See how it goes. Tool number 3. This one is less of a technique and more of a practice, like a way of being with your body over time. You know, you got a long-term relationship there. So Louise Hay, who I've drawn so much from, she says this. She says the first thing she does with people that she works with is to teach them to love themselves, all of themselves. And she asks them, you've been criticizing yourself for so long. How is that working for you? Probably not great for most of us. I think about this a lot when it comes to pain specifically, because when our bodies are hurting, our instinct is often to turn against them and to see them as an enemy, to not love them. In fact, to not love them so much to feel instead like betrayed or frustrated or angry, like our body is letting us down. Maybe you've said, my body hates me, that kind of thing. And listen, I understand that. I have felt all of it. What I've also learned is that our bodies are not our enemy. They're actually our allies. I heard Ruthie Lindsay say it like this once on a podcast. A loud body is a loving body. I think that's so beautiful because pain is not your body betraying you. It's your body trying to reach you. And I've found that the more that I meet my body with love instead of fear and instead of frustration, the more it responds. So I tell my body that I love it. I thank it for the little things and for the big things. Every morning, the first thing I think when I wake up is, thank you for this breath. Thank you for this life. Thank you, body, for taking care of me. And I say it all throughout the day too. For the good things, like after a walk that didn't hurt the way that I was afraid that it would, or after a good night's sleep following a string of really bad nights' sleep. You guys, even after I go to the bathroom without issue, because anyone with gut and digestive problems knows that this is genuinely worth celebrating. I say, thank you, body. You are so amazing. I love you. I say it for the hard things too, like when the pain gets really intense, or when I overdo it, or when I'm on an examination table in the hospital on the verge of tears. I say, I love you, body. You've got this. You know how to take care of us. And this kind of thing is great, even for the neutral things in the everyday that we take for granted, like being able to breathe comfortably, being able to eat a delicious meal and digest it. Our body just does that automatically, being able to take a walk or a shower or fold laundry independently. These mundane things that you really never think about. But when you do that stuff, you can say, you're so incredible, body. Look at all you do for us. Thank you. You're amazing. There's real science behind this too. Research shows that loving kindness directed towards the body, towards specific parts that are hurting, it actually shifts our nervous system state to create the conditions for healing. So this isn't just something that feels nice. It also works. Give it a try. Tell your body that you love it today, even and especially the parts that are hard right now, in the good times and in the not so good times. Tool number 4. This one might be my favorite, and it's also the one that sounds a little ridiculous until you try it. When I feel good, and I mean physically good in my physical body, I celebrate it. I have a little song that I sing to myself where I say, we feel so good, body, over and over. And I repeat it again and again. And I have a little dance that goes with it. And I'll just stop wherever I am, whenever I notice it, and sing this little song and do this little dance. Yes, like I said, a little ridiculous, but it works. And it matters because getting good at feeling good rewires our brain for more feeling good. There's also so much research behind this. When you've been in pain for a long time, your nervous system gets wired towards it. It becomes the default. And so when the good moments come, and they do come, it is harder to let them in. We brace for the pain to come back, or we don't let ourselves feel fully present in the good. So that's why I practice it and I notice it and I go out of my way to find it and feel it. And when I do, I pause and I let myself soak it in. I'll sing my little song, I'll do my little dance, and I'll also say, it's safe to feel this good. This is programming it into my brain and into my body so that they can remember. Because sometimes we need permission to receive the good just as much as we need help with the hard. Tool number 5. This last tool is one that I learned from my healer in Greece, Mrs. Maria, who you may have heard me talk about in other videos. And I've made this a part of my morning practice ever since she taught it to me. It's a Hawaiian healing practice called Ho'oponopono, and it's 4 simple phrases. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. When I say them, I repeat them a few times like a mantra. And then afterwards, I add an extra phrase that Mrs. Maria taught me. I release you. These phrases are directed inwards towards yourself and towards your body, towards whatever part of you is hurting or carrying something heavy in that moment. Or if I'm working with a specific pain that day, like if something's really bothering me, then I'll direct it right there, right to the pain. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I release you. Say it like you mean it. Said all together, this one is a practice of letting go. It's not forcing, it's not fighting, it's just gently, lovingly letting go. So, those are 5 ways that I talk to my body and my pain that I found to be most helpful to me in my healing journey. I'll do a quick review. Number 1, somatic body dialogue. This is hands on your body. What are you trying to tell me? Number 2, somatic tracking, meeting your pain with curiosity and sending those messages of safety. Number 3, pouring that love all over your body, telling your body you love it, letting it become your ally. Number 4, celebrating feeling good, singing a song, doing a dance, getting good at feeling good. And number 5, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I release you. Now, here's what I want you to hear before you go. You are allowed to stop fighting your body. You are allowed to get curious instead and to let it all belong. The pain does not have to rule your life. I know how exhausting it is to be at war with yourself and to feel like your body has become the enemy. I've lived there for a long time. And what I found when I finally stopped fighting and started listening was that underneath all of that resistance, there was an emptiness. There was me. I was still there. I was still whole, still trying to come back to myself. Your body has not been working against you. It has been working overtime to reach you. And now you know some of the ways to meet it. And that is not a small thing. That is the beginning of something. So I'd love to know, have you tried any of these? Are they new to you? Or do you have something that works for you that I haven't mentioned? Please leave it in the comments because we are all learning from each other here. And I genuinely want to know also so I can give it a try. And if this video helped you today, share it with someone who's in it right now, with someone who could use the support and the help, someone who needs to hear that there is another way. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next week. And in the meantime, be good to yourself.